It's time I introduce you to the most powerful organization on the planet, more powerful than any government that currently exists, more aggressive than Scientology, more secretive than the Men in Black. I'm talking of the Freedom to Breathe Agency. The FTBA has existed for as long as humans have, subtly guiding our history and shaping human evolution. Kind of like Area 51, they've been nothing but a myth, a legend, talked about in hushed whispers behind dumpsters, and never really understanding the full scope of the power the FTBA OTPHJ holds until recently. The Freedom to Breathe Agency has gone into the public eye, rising to the surface to be at the forefront of justice with one simple mission: refuse to wear a mask and sue anyone that politely asks you to. The Freedom to Breathe Agency is obviously started by those brain-rotted Karens that think if you put anything over your face, it's going to suffocate and kill you. So with the same mentality as children who think the Easter Bunny is leaving Easter eggs around their house, these Karens believe that our God-given right to breathe air is being stepped on. So let's go ahead and see how they're combating this.
That you guys been challenging people on these subjects. Okay, so we are with FTBA, the Freedom to Breathe Agency. We are with the people organization, making sure that people's constitutional rights, civil and federal laws are not broken. Okay, and so you personally need to take this to your manager because you personally can be sued for this.
This is a rare sighting of one of the elites of the Freedom to Breathe Agency here. This woman who looks like a methed out Paris Hilton is issuing this employee a citation letting her know that she is personally liable to be sued should she ever ask someone to wear a mask again. God forbid the FTBA be within earshot of a mask request because they will pounce on you. They will fuck you in the mouth and the ass at the same time. Because the FTBA, they don't play around. When it comes to the right to breathe air, nobody enforces it better. They're like the air mafia. Air may have started as God's creation in their eyes, but now the FTBA has become more powerful than God himself. They own the air. It's their monopoly, and they get to choose who's breathing the air and how they're breathing the air. And while they may not be an actual legitimate federal agency, that doesn't stop them from being scary as fuck. I mean, just look at that official badge she's wearing here, whipped up in Microsoft Paint over the course of 15 laborious minutes. Like, come on. You're defenseless against these arbiters of justice. If you see one of these members walking down the street with this badge, turn around and just go the other fucking way, because you're not even worthy of breathing the same air that they are, unless they're trying to serve you a lawsuit, which you will likely deserve because you had the audacity to ask one of these post-menopausal women to put on a fucking mask, you goddamn swine.
Okay?
I'm just following the store policy
I'm telling you, you are probably paid $15 an hour or $12 an hour, okay? But you are putting yourself into a major legal liability.
It always just blows me away how these miserable, dusty, crusty old harpies just can't resist the urge to be an asshole at every possible opportunity, throwing this woman's wage in her face for no reason other than to condescend to her, even though this lady's likely never had a job and just mooches off of her husband's successful career, which is why she has so much free time to make shitty badges and bullshit lawsuits out of fucking nowhere, and yet she still feels entitled enough to shit on someone who is working for a living. It is pathetic, truly fucking sad and pathetic, and especially for the FTBA, who's trying to be like an official organization, to go do shit like this. It's fucking silly. I mean, the whole thing is fucking silly. I don't even know why I'm trying to even give them the generosity of saying trying to pursue an official organization, because they're not and they never will be, they never could be. It is actually an organization fronted by miserable old women like this. You can see her friend from the fucking 50 Shades of Grey book club is filming this entire thing, thinking that this is somehow in the right for their Facebook group, in which they do have a private Facebook group. The FTBA is just such cowardly bullshit Karens. They can't have a public Facebook group because they're just so goddamn sensitive. But they do have a website, so hats off to them there. It's a dog shit website, but at least they can almost use the internet to some capacity other than just hiding in garbage Facebook groups.
Wow.
Okay?
They need to get the fuck out of here.
Alright. Okay, you guys need to be careful.
Look at how proud she is of herself. This is the most she's accomplished since she was on the high school cheer squad 50 years ago. Once again, the supermarket is safe thanks to the FTBA. If there's air, there's justice. I guarantee this woman thinks she's one of the nicest people in the world. They all do for some reason, because these delusional idiots all think that they're doing the world a favor by harassing employees at retail stores and just people in general. They think that they're doing the world a favor by just being these miserable assholes. And they just genuinely think they're in the right no matter what you say to them, no matter what you could possibly prove to them. You'll never convince them that they're anything more than just a miserable piece of shit. So, that's the sad reality of it, but the FTBA doesn't stop and start with this one woman here. Like I said, it is trying to be an organization, and they've created these fake mask exemption cards that I'm sure you've seen by now, because for some reason these were very popular. Pretty sure they were just handing them out at like local retirement homes or some shit like that. But this little hall monitor badge here does absolutely nothing for you. This would be about as useful as giving someone a Pokemon card and then saying this proves that you're exempt from wearing a face mask in public. It's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. In fact, the Department of Justice had to come out and say, no, we didn't issue these cards, this is bullshit. And if you ask me, that should be a crime to print cards like this and claim that it's from an official entity when it's not. I think they should be completely sued and each member of the FTBA hold personally liable in each suit on an individual level, just like how this woman in the supermarket was saying to the employee. I think that would be some poetic justice. It takes one glance at this library card to realize that it's fake, but even still, it doesn't stop these fucking brainwashed idiots from using this as something real. For some reason, people are convinced this is a legitimate thing, even though it has been proven from the actual Department of Justice to be bullshit. Which goes back to what I was saying, that even when you can objectively prove something is wrong, people will still believe it just for the sake of believing it, which is sad, but it is what it is. This whole thing is like some shit out of a Saturday morning cartoon, like a scam that Ed, Edd n Eddy would have used to get some jawbreakers, making fucking cards saying you're exempt from something. That is just the silliest concept, and these people are actual goddamn toddlers. I wouldn't be surprised if they got this idea from a cartoon. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to make you all aware of one of the most powerful organizations out there. So, sleep in fear, sleep with one eye open, knowing that the FTBA, the Freedom to Breathe Agency, is always watching. They're everywhere and nowhere. That's it. See ya. Last year I made a lot of videos about Karens, those wild and wacky women that would go out in public and cause a big ruckus over nothing. While most of those women were postmenopausal, I was able to latch on to their titties and milk them a little bit for some content, but unfortunately that well began to run dry. Not that the Karens became an endangered species or self-aware enough to stop doing their stupid shit in public, it's just I lost interest in it. Every single meltdown from these women just became the exact same thing every time. Oh, what's this? Another video of Great Aunt Gertrude screaming about microchips in the gas station hot dogs? Seen fucking 50 of these this week. It just became the same thing. Like, they were all saying and doing the same shit. It reminds me of like in a Madden video game where if you look into the stands, you just see the same fucking NPC spectators looking on and cheering. That's what it felt like watching Karen videos. Just a whole bunch of clones doing the same shit. It was weird. So I stopped doing Karen content, but I'm happy to say a Karen video has surfaced today that is actually pretty interesting and unique. This happened at an airport.
He threw me to the ground! My name is Terry M. Booz! I'm the manager of the fucking airport here!
That's not
This lady is fuming. She's so mad she just did a full scat, man. Just hit him with a skibbity boo bada bop. Like, I don't know what the fuck she was saying. Who's got hobinin? It's like some gibberish Adam Sandler would have said in SNL back in the 90s as a joke. But she just couldn't get the words out because she's so fucking angry and heated over something that happened off camera. You'll learn about what happened here in a minute. But I also love the way she announces herself like it's a WWE entrance. My name's Terry Ann Woos, and I'm here at SmackDown vs. Raw 25 to let fucking Hulkmania run wild, brother, at this airport. Let's fucking go.
Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to.
He
And I saw him
choke me
push
to
you
the
out
ground!
again.
You deserve
I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
in a dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo! You fuck off!
Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport here!
My
There really is a lot to unpack here. This is the most stereotypical Karen I think you could possibly envision, from the outfit to the statements she makes. She wants the manager of the airport. What are you expecting? Fucking JJ the jet plane to come in here and troubleshoot for you and, ask what's going on? Who do you think the manager of the airport is? It's not fucking Starbucks, like you're not gonna be able to strong arm your way to speaking to the airport manager. The delusion of these kind of Karens where they think they're always in the right and no matter what, they'll go from like victim to absolute evil supervillain in a second. She tries to like rally the people behind her. Who saw who saw him push me to the ground? Who saw it? Let's rise up, gamers! Who saw it? And then the crowd's just like, it was your fucking fault. You charged into a restricted area and got tackled for it. You brought this upon you. And then people get mad at her like, you deserve it. Fuck you. Boo-hoo. And then she's like, oh, god damn it. No, fuck all of you. Who saw it? We saw it and it's your fault. No, shut up. You didn't see anything. It's extremely hard to root for the TSA under any circumstances. I don't think in the entire history of the TSA they've ever been viewed positively by anybody. But in this video, they're the clear good guys here. They did that airport a justice by getting her away. So, fuck yeah, I guess. This isn't a very long video or anything, but I did want to talk about it because it just felt good to be home. I've seen it all from Karens until now. This is something different. This is a little more unique. It's goofy. It's wacky. It has everything you would expect from a Karen adventure. And I hadn't seen something like this before. So it was just nice and refreshing to see that the Karens are still out there and they can still surprise us. So that's why I just wanted to talk about it and bring it to your attention. That's about it. See ya. As more and more things start opening in the world amid the pandemic, more and more middle-aged single mothers are trying to go back out into society and find things to be angry about. I recently covered the Karen apocalypse that we've just experienced. However, if the Karen apocalypse was an earthquake, what you're about to see is the aftershock. One thing I find interesting is since most people have been inside for a long time now, a lot of people are starting to get a vitamin D deficiency from what I've read. But I'd argue it's almost more dangerous to go outside due to an overdose of vitamin K. Karen. Society right now, the outside world that I've now become a stranger to, is experiencing dangerous levels of exposure to vitamin K. It's like walking into fucking Chernobyl if instead of radiation it was just pure negative Karen shit. So let me just show you the recent Karen Armageddon we're now experiencing.
45 minutes of having it on. It's the first time I've worn one. I am disoriented. I'm a little mad, if you can't tell that already.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't keeping that a secret from me. I had a sneaking suspicion. Between that stereotypical where's your manager haircut, it's time to go to corporate and take a shit, also the facial expression that just kind of conveys I'm always mad even when things are great, I was just able to immediately sniff out you were a bit upset about something.
Like I'm frustrated, but I don't feel good physically. Like I can tell you right now, I wasn't getting enough oxygen and I just had on one of these little stupid things.
Yeah, I see what she means. I can hardly breathe in this shit. I'm about to fucking pass out on you, just suffocating myself here. I like how my beard hair kind of sticks out here. It's like little innocent pubes popping out of someone's whitey tighties. But anyway, this is something I see a lot from these kind of people. I can't breathe in it. It's impossible. I'm suffocating to death. I would have loved to see her in the store if she's trying that shit, like she's just like falling over herself and then like everyone's ripping the mask off to try and save her life. Jesus, what is this, a mask? She's killing herself for our safety, what a hero. She's wearing a mask and she's dying for it. As if there's anything easier in the world than just putting on a mask. Like how fucking spoiled and entitled and weak do you have to be to think that putting on a mask is some like giant sacrifice or something that's hard?
I feel dizzy. My hands are kind of tingly. My heart is beating fast. So some of it's an emotional reaction, but some of it's a physical reaction.
Now, I'm no doctor, so please take this diagnosis with a grain of salt, but I think what you're experiencing is hyper-screeching withdrawals. The symptoms seem about in line with that. You see, for 2 months, you haven't been able to go out in public and yell and scream at retail workers, so your body's just been a little bit confused, and now that you're out in public again, it's getting tingles, it's getting anxious, it's just its way of responding.
I understand the virus is real. Okay, I understand the virus is real.
Well, that's better than a lot of people on Facebook, so good for her there. But it's also extremely sad that there's actually people that don't think it's real, so you have to clarify that you believe in it, as if there's some type of fucking debate on whether or not it's real.
Friends, look at the numbers and tell me why everybody's living in fear. Tell me why we're putting these things on and not being able to breathe. I just want to cry. Like,
Well, go ahead and cry. I'm not going to arrest you for it. Let it all out. And as for why people are putting masks on and not being able to breathe, I think that's a problem exclusive only to you. I mean, this may come as a shock, but doctors work like 12-hour days with a mask on the entire time. Nurses too, so they can clearly breathe. The design's fine. No one's suffocating wearing a mask. Just because you soldiered through a brave 45 minutes while getting your gluten-free food at the Whole Foods doesn't mean that you're some expert on masks now. I'm pretty sure you were breathing just fine. I don't know how the fuck you walk around breathing if you're struggling in a mask. Do you just, like, wide open mouth, just suck all the air in as big as possible?
that's all I want to do is cry, because you can't see people's faces. You can't make human connection. We can't hug people. We can't hold their babies.
That's kind of a weird thing to point out, right? You can't hold people's babies? Like, what does this woman do? Just go around, like, snatching babies, like, bringing them back to the stork or something? Like, that's not exactly common. You shouldn't be going up to strangers and asking to hold their babies in the first place. Now, if you're around your friends and shit, yeah, I guess not being able to hold their babies might be a common problem. I don't really know. I just feel like that's a strange one to point out. Like, you know, a lot of bad shit's come with the coronavirus, but one thing no one's really talking about, the worst thing is, we can't just hold people's babies anymore.
It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And I'm not okay with it. Nothing about what we're doing is supported by the numbers that are out there. Those of you that know me, like, I am one of the most compassionate, caring people you will ever meet.
Whenever someone says something like that, I immediately doubt it. No one that's actually compassionate and caring goes around wearing that like a badge of honor. I'm so humble. In fact, I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever get to know. In fact, I probably care more about all of you people than you people even care about yourselves. That's how good of a person I am, and you should know that. And I'm just letting you know that, just because I am such a good person. You know, that doesn't really rub me the right way. I just doubt that claim. But as she said, she's not okay with it, so I think it's time we cancel the coronavirus. Let's just get rid of the coronavirus now. This lady is clearly not having a good time because of it, and since she's not okay with it, well, we need to change everything. I like this one because the lady in it walks around like a video game NPC. It's like she's playing Animal Crossing with the shovel, trying to get the right slot. But instead of a shovel, she's using her phone to record for her Facebook anti-vax group, so...
A lot of lawsuits on them. It's against the law.
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to make you wear a mask. It's against the law.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm not going to question her. She seems like the law. She's like the embodiment of the law. So whatever she says, yeah, you know, I'm just going to agree with.
The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all. This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies.
It's always just impressive how people can get to this point and be like this. To blame Bill Gates, of all people you could have chosen. You could have done something a little cooler, like going after Elon Musk, since he's doing some like weird shit on Twitter. Why not target him? But to go after Bill Gates just seems, I don't know, underwhelming. To make him like this giant Thanos behind the coronavirus. I would have preferred if they chose a different path for their supervillain, but it is what it is. For some reason they've chosen him. And I think the most impressive thing about this one in particular is the lady filming. She was filming because she so firmly believes that she's in the right and doesn't look crazy. And I always think that's just the wildest part. How people can be so disconnected from reality that they think that they're right and justified with their behavior that they'll go so far as to film it for their friends in their little Facebook echo chambers. I just think that's just sad and pretty wild.
If there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick. Breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out too.
No, baby, that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all
Do
the
you believe in the
Mexicans.
COVID?
They want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody. Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
It's actually really hard to keep up with the exposition here. I really don't understand at all what she's talking about or where she's going, but god damn it, she's confident in it and really fucking obnoxious.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe with the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds. You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you.
That's something I hear a lot from this community. Do your research. It's like flat earthers. Do real research, not like, you know, real research. Do our research. Please read our sources. Please stay on Facebook and read our bullshit. But these people are so ingrained in their beliefs that no matter what, they're never changing. Like in that Flat Earth documentary, there's multiple groups of flat earthers that prove themselves wrong multiple times and still just brush it off like, oh, we must have just done something wrong. Now, the world can't be round because we think it's flat. So all this, everything that proves it's round that we just did ourselves, well, it's wrong. We must have messed up because it's flat. That's the exact same way these people operate. No matter what, they're not going to change what they believe. Which sucks because it's just objectively wrong and harmful misinformation that they share between each other, but it is what it is, and at least you get some Karens melting down in public, which is always at least fun to watch from a distance.
Be smart, please, for your sake. Because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body. She's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide that is going to make her sick. She's not getting enough breath in her lungs, which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Have a lovely day going home and then yelling at your husband.
Okay, so I need to talk to a manager because I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay, understood.
Perfect.
Just a moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's always refreshing to hear that signature catchphrase, I need to speak to a manager. It's refreshing, honestly. I just really, you can always get like a sense of joy when a very irate woman says those words because you already know what's going to follow, and it just never really gets old.
Hi. Hi, I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask, and I'm not required by HIPAA rules and regulations to disclose that.
Being a loudmouthed asshole is not a medical condition that prevents a mask. In fact, it should be encouraged so that way you're not just fucking screeching. At least the mask will act like a little muffler, like a fucking silencer on James Bond's gun for your fucking yelling at the retail workers. I also decided to look into it because she publicly talks about herself in this video and puts herself out there, so I looked into it. The medical condition she has does not prevent her from wearing a mask in any way. And just for the sake of playing by her rules, I won't disclose what the medical condition is, but she talks about it constantly and just has it plastered all over her website. She's also an avid flat earther and considers herself a general truther in all things, as most of these people do.
Okay, can we shop for you?
So, what does that look like? I have private things I want to get, but maybe I don't want you to
shop
see.
For you, but I can't let you in the store without a mask.
Okay, so where's the regulations that state that?
The regulation?
Yeah.
That is company
Because you're
policy.
discriminating against me now. Do you know that?
The bombshell. She said she's being discriminated against. Oh, well, now this company needs to close its doors or let her in and let her make her own rules. Now you've gone too far. To discriminate against her? Yep, now you've gone too far. You're going on her blog, mister. You're really done fucked up now.
I'm
You're discriminating against
that
me.
We can help you.
No, because I have private stuff that I don't want you to see.
What kind of private stuff could you possibly be buying at a grocery store? What, are you scraping bacon grease off the grills in the back and are embarrassed about it? Are you smuggling plutonium in there or something? What could possibly be a big secret at a grocery store that would be embarrassing? All they fucking carry for the most part is food and vitamins. What, do you want people to not know that you take fish oil pills or something? I don't really get it. It's a lame fucking excuse. These people just look for reasons to stay angry, even when people are offering alternatives to kind of fit into what they're comfortable with in their lunacy. This man's going above and beyond, saying, we can shop for you, we can do this for you, do that for you, and she just comes up with the most outlandish excuses to not use that and stay angry. It's wild to me.
You can call corporate office, but I can't help you.
Okay, well, you guys can get a lawsuit because you can't discriminate.
I'm trying to help you, but I'm
No,
not going to
you can't. How's that helping when you're gonna do shopping for me? I'm gonna give you my bank information.
doing the best I can
How do I?
with you.
Huge kudos to this guy for staying so calm during a Category 5 Karen hurricane, because this shit is so fucking annoying. I don't know how he was able to maintain his cool.
Miss, call corporate office. I'm sorry.
Okay, I need a card. Do you have a card for them?
I sure can.
That'd be great. anybody who, if anybody wants to shop here, you have to have a mask, and here is the policies.
I edited out the part where she talks about who she is and also where she is, just for the sake of not having people go harass her. But she talks about the policies, which a company is absolutely entitled to have, and pretty much everywhere requires you to wear a mask. But for some reason, these whiny children just can't put a mask on, which takes literally less than a second. It's genuinely one of the easiest things a human being can possibly do. It takes no effort, it takes no time, and it's not that big of a fucking deal. Just some fucking misbehaving children. You can't tell me what to do. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum and I'm gonna throw my Legos on that side of the room and you can't stop me. Fuck you. I'm putting this on Facebook.
But you're pretty chipper. You're pretty chipper. Huh? You're happy?
Why not be?
Why are you happy?
Yeah, buddy. Why are you happy when she's clearly not happy? Because she's unhappy, no one in the world is allowed to be happy. If there was a kid with an ice cream cone and a smile on their face, this woman would go over and slap that shit right out of their hands. And do you know why? It's because she's unhappy. So why the fuck is anyone else allowed to be happy? But yeah, anyway, these are the most recent Karen sightings. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more as the floodgates are starting to open. So stay tuned for more incredible Karen antics out in society. That's about it. See ya. It's 5:45 a.m. I couldn't sleep and I figured a lullaby was in order, and what's more relaxing than listening to the screeching and screaming of some wild Karens. Just wonderful voices. The 30 years worth of chain smoking and air duster huffing has left them with these divine pipes that are just a true joy to behold, really soothing on the ears. It's like listening to an angel get hit by a dump truck over and over again.
You don't need a mask. This is an American Disability Act because I am hard of hearing.
The universe is infinitely expanding every second of every day, and I think the reason why it keeps expanding is because it wants to get as far away from this fucking planet as possible because it's embarrassed by people like this. She says she can't wear a mask due to being hard of hearing. How the fuck does that make any sense? How does being hard of hearing make it so you can't wear a mask? That's like me saying I can't wear a seatbelt because I get hemorrhoids from time to time.
And I have a right
Robert?
to speak my mind, and I have a right to see your lips because you do not, under any circumstances, violate.
Y'all should call the police.
Either serve me, I paid you, give me my pizza, and we'll go.
Now, if that's not a motivational speech that'll have you throwing your fists in the air, then I don't know what is. Her speech right there is up there with the greats, like the JFK choose to go to the moon speech. This is one that history will remember. It sounds like a middle schooler giving a class presentation on a topic they didn't research, so they're just up there winging it. This is a violation of my pizza. Please?
You need to back the fuck away from me, lady.
You know what?
What, Karen? What, Karen?
I don't give a fuck because I have a right to my pizza.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about this one in the Constitution. One of the most powerful amendments. Thou shalt not be declined a slice of pizza. It sounds more like one of the 10 Commandments, actually. It probably is. Moses just forgot to carry the 11th commandment down the mountain, so he just left that tablet up there, but it was one of the most important ones. God was like, hey, this is a big one. Everyone's entitled to some pizza, alright? You fucking understand?
I have a right to get my order, and I have a right.
If you get any closer to me, you're going to have a right on that floor.
And if you have the right to refuse service to any person for any reason. No, you don't. Yes, we do. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Lady.
I like how this woman's just tossing out 1,000 different rights all willy-nilly. I have the right to a pizza. I have the right to make an order. I have the right to an attorney. I have the right to stick a vibrator up my asshole while reading 50 Shades of Grey. And then when the business says, well, we have rights too, she's like, wait a minute, that's illegal. No, you can't do that. No, you don't have any rights. I'm the only one that gets to choose who has rights. The only rights that exist are the ones that I think exist. Everyone's so goddamn entitled. Everyone likes to think that they're so special, that Santa Claus visits them and only them once a year because they're just so good, that their own personal beliefs and their own personal rights overwrite those of others. It's just the selfishness is sickening.
I'll tell you what. If you continue with what you're telling me, I will have the right to refuse service to I don't care.
Unfortunately, she got cut off, but you already know she was going to threaten to sue them. She got the finger out. When you bring the finger out, this says one of two things. A, I'm coming to sue you, or B, bend over because I'm putting this in your butthole. One thing I've been thinking about recently is the majority of these Karens, they have a family. Like, not just a dumb fucking husband that hasn't had an erection for 30 years, but they have kids. How do those kids feel, I wonder? You know, to be the son or daughter of someone like this. Do you think that they're like that as well? I don't know. It's something that keeps me awake at night. Like, is their stupidity rubbing off on their kids? Or are the kids rising above the challenge? Like a phoenix rising from the ashes of Karens? It's just something that I think about quite a bit. And I guarantee she has like 9 kids, 10 kids. People this fucking dumb always do.
I don't give a shit. Walk on my sword. Do you what? Do you know the law? And on hip hop? Do you know the law on hip hop? Do you? I paid for it. What is your name?
What do you mean you don't need to release your name? If you paid for the pizza online, you absolutely should tell them your name. Otherwise, anyone could just walk in and take your pizza. I mean, they would have hell to pay if they took this woman's pizza. There would be an unholy storm. 7 plagues would fall upon that person that stole this goblin's pizza. But let's not even go down that fantasy, because that just wouldn't happen. People would know better. They'd know it's her pizza. They'd fucking feel that spiritual pressure, like, on the pizza. But, I mean, why is she so afraid to just say, hey, this is my name, I ordered that pizza, and it'd probably just get taken care of right then and there. She waits in her car, they just bring that shit out. Like, it's pretty simple. But they like to make this big song and dance out of it, and make them, like, this whole big spectacle about how great and right they are, and how everyone else is wrong. And I'm so tired of these people talking about laws. It's not a law, it's not a law, it's not a law. As if that fucking matters. Incest is against the law, but it doesn't stop them. These people are the product of 10 generations worth of inbreeding. So it's not like even if it was a law, they'd all of a sudden respect it and start wearing a mask. They still just wouldn't do it.
You see how people are. Here you got another Karen.
This guy's absolutely right. Here we have another Karen. I really wish the lady behind the counter just slapped her with the pizza. Okay, you want your pizza? What was that? Double cheese? And then turn it into like a WWE show. Alright, you want your fucking 2 slices of pizza, huh? Then slams them together like Stone Cold's beers and just drinks the grease right in front of her. Then throws the remnants at her. That sounds reasonable. If you don't have a mask and you order pizza online, wait in your car and we'll bring it to you. Now, how does the enraged Karen whose watering hole has just been shit in by not being able to get this pizza, how does she respond to something so reasonable?
It's not on the rack. Give it to me. What's the name? He said. He said it now. Walk outside and we'll bring it to you. You guys have it. Give it to me right now. Wear a fucking mask and I'll order it.
You can see for one brief second, in this Karen's rotted mind, she was like, wow, that just made a lot of sense. But I've committed so hard, I have to keep going. No, give me it right now. Fuck the car. What's a car? I came here on a fucking wagon like the Flintstones. Look at me. Just give me the fucking pizza right now.
I'm just waiting on my pizza.
And I will
Huh?
take it.
Huh? Yes.
Is it a thin crust?
Yes.
Defeated and hungry, this pizza Karen predator leaves the hunting ground, recognizing there will be no prey for her today, no pizza for her to feast upon, so she heads back to the swamp. Or at least that's what you think, but we haven't even met Mr. Pizza Karen yet.
I have a First Amendment right, and I am doing my First Amendment right. You want to hide behind it? You hide behind it. Show me the law, not a statement. You show me the law that says I have to. Show me the law. You
That's a mic drop right there, ladies and gentlemen. He fucking got us. When I first saw this, I thought this was a celebrity appearance, a little celebrity cameo from Tom Arnold. This guy looks a lot like Tom Arnold if he was drunk driving a Dodge pickup truck or whatever the fuck he's driving. I don't think it's Tom Arnold. The guy, I mean, I guess it could be, but it's probably not. Either way, Pizza Karen really came out here, put on quite the show, and unfortunately it didn't pan out for her. She didn't get the pizza, so she probably took that bad attitude to Domino's or some shit. So I feel bad for everyone who worked in the pizza industry within a 10-mile radius of that spot on that day, because it was like a fucking apocalypse with the Pizza Karen on the prowl. But anyway, that's about it. See ya. I recognize this isn't a new phenomenon with grown adults stealing items from children at sporting events, but I would make the argument that it's becoming more and more common now. Maybe all those 5G towers really did take a toll on some people's brains here, because it is crazy how often I am seeing footage of these grown-ass adults just stealing candy from babies, like literally at these sporting events. I just learned about another one from last week at a Chiefs game where Patrick Mahomes was giving his headband to a 10-year-old who was actually there celebrating his birthday, apparently. And as Patrick Mahomes is giving the headband to the kid, this woman comes over, snatches it out of his hands, and then runs away, gets called out on it, and then makes the dumbest fucking TikTok video about it I've ever seen. But first, let me show you the evidence here that she stole it. I think that's pretty obvious. There's other angles that show it even more clearly. I don't think it's necessary. I think that's pretty cut and dry there. But she then made a TikTok video after people were giving her shit for it.
To make something straight, I did not steal a headband from a little kid.
Yes, an excellent job cropping this photo to try and prove your innocence here. This would fool even the most seasoned of forensic experts, I would say. Irrefutable proof that she was the intended target, which you can tell because she's nowhere to be seen. In her own evidence here, you can see that she is reaching out in front of the child to take it from him. Like, come on, this is unreal. Also, she was dressed in Giants accoutrements. She was a Giants fan. I don't think Patrick Mahomes was intending to give you the headband. He didn't even register your presence there. This is so ridiculous. Oh my god, my voice is cracking. It's so absurd.
I just need to explain myself because everyone's having heart failure over this. You just need to understand, I'm at a football game. Last 2 minutes of the game, I allowed many people to come and sit down next to me or stand up or whatever you want to say. But I paid for my damn tickets. I paid. Well, Michael paid. All the same money. We paid for our tickets. It was 2 rows back. I went all the way in the front. People were coming from all over, probably the nosebleeds.
This is a masterclass in how to become even more unlikable in a situation I thought it was impossible to be more hated. People already don't like her because she clearly steals from a child, and now in her response she gives people even more things to dislike her for. She's talking about how she allowed people into her area after she paid for those tickets to be there. Well, Michael paid, but it's her money too, obviously. In fact, it's mostly her money, really, I would argue. Lady, the game is over. That is now moot. You can go wherever you want in that area. You don't own it. But she's talking about it as if it's her fucking stadium. And being the benevolent saint she is, the angel, she allowed them with her grace to be in this vicinity with her. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, the delusion. And she even says she was 2 rows back, so she also went up. But then she's like, talking about how, like, these people came from everywhere. Probably the fucking nosebleeds or something. Those plebeians, these heathens, invaded my space.
I don't know if that kid was from the nosebleeds. I don't know if those were his seats or whatever. But people were saying, could we come and sit over there, stand over there? And I was saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Last 2 minutes of the game, they were all KC fans because the Giants lost, so all the Giants fans left. But I wanted to stay there and see if anyone's going to come down. Michael stood 2 rows behind me. Couldn't have even seen me because so many people were around standing up.
Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter here in what happened. The game was over. You can now move around freely. If you were letting people in around you, that's so nice. What a superstar you are. Oh my goodness, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. But it also has nothing to do with you stealing the headband intended for a 10-year-old.
At the ending of the game, the KC players was coming. Not gonna lie, what's his face? McDuff, I think his name is, came right to me to give me his gloves. But I was looking behind him and was looking at Mahomes, and I was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. He got mad. He like sort of got upset. Looked at me and said, I'm not Mahomes. So he gave the gloves to the next door little girl next to me. She started crying. I felt bad for her and I was rubbing her back. I said, are you okay? Don't worry about it, baby girl. They're just people. Don't cry.
I don't even know what that means. What kind of yappuccino are you serving up here? What the fuck? Jiminy Christmas? What? What the hell is even that? What are you even... Huh? What are you blabbering about? So, the pieces to this puzzle I don't think are going to fit together. Like, following the breadcrumbs that she's sprinkling out here, she's farting out a poop that I just don't understand. So she's saying she was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. Turns out it wasn't Mahomes, it was McDuff. I think she means McDuffie, would be my guess. She can't even bother to get the player's name right. Also, side note, she's a Giants fan. Why does she even want Chiefs gear? I imagine she just wants to resell it. That'd be my hunch. But anyway, so apparently McDuffie got upset, like, I'm not Mahomes, and then gave his gloves to a little girl next to her who started crying. So then she started to console the little girl, reassuring her that it's okay. They're just people. Yes, yes, of course. Now it's all starting to make sense. A confounding mystery, but it's becoming more and more clear. It's coming into focus now that I say it out loud. This must be how it feels to, like, do whippets. Like, listening to her speak actually makes me stupider.
I am not a thief. That little boy, when Mahomes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. He was right to the left of me. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it.
Yeah, but you definitely knew. The kid even said the lady just stole that from me. Like, you definitely did know you reached out to put your hand on it. He didn't just, like, set it in both of your hands and say, like, good luck. It wasn't like the Dark Knight with the Joker doing an initiation. Like, he was clearly giving it to the kid. You reached out to grab it and put your hands on it and then take it from the kid. Like, that is clear in the video that you keep urging people to watch.
If he was 20 years old, would it have mattered? If he was a 20-year-old man and both of our hands was on it, and if he would have took it away from me, would have been like, oh, you should have gave it to the woman. So if it was a guy and I'm a girl, then he should have gave it to the girl. But because he's a 10-year-old little boy or 8-year-old or whatever how old he is, I should have gave it to him. But I didn't even know.
Good news, I just went and bludgeoned myself with a sledgehammer and I understand her perfectly now. This is a bulletproof defense. She's got us all in a checkmate. So, I think what she's trying to say here, very convoluted, is that if it was a 20-year-old man that she stole it from, would people still be upset? And the answer is, people would still think you're an asshole. And then she flips it saying, what if a guy took it from me? Would anyone care? And in that case, yeah, people would think he's an asshole. Like, stealing an item that was intended for somebody else and everyone sees it, they're going to think the person who stole it is an asshole. The fact you steal it from a child does make it significantly worse. 100%, yeah. This isn't the gotcha you think it is.
Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, bitch, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. I turned around, I walked away. I seen Mahomes. That's who I wanted to see. Why no one didn't say anything to me? But now you are posting it 1 week later?
It's your fault. I stole it and nobody stopped me. Thus, you have only yourself to blame. She's now trying this angle. Also, people did mention it, by the way. The kid even called it out that she stole it from him. And I'm pretty sure in one of the other videos I saw, someone else also mentioned it. She just ignored it and walked away. So, like, they did. But now she's, like, trying to say that, you know, the father or whatever should have reached out privately to tell her that it was intended for his son or whatever. So it's his fault.
Mahomes tried to give it to my son or my brother or whoever the hell he is to you. Look at this video. Look at, you put your hands on top of my son's hands and then you took it. You're older, you're stronger. You could have grabbed it more than he could have. Maybe I would have felt bad.
She literally talks like a 10-year-old. She sounds like a toddler. All you had to do was DM me and say that you put your hands on top of my son's hands and you're older, which means you're stronger, so you could have grabbed it more than he have. Holy shit. This is a grown woman, by the way. I don't know Michael, but listening to her speak, I feel bad for Michael. A conversation with her must be miserable. Dude probably has to leave milk and cookies out every year at Christmas. She probably still fucking stuck thinking Santa Claus is coming through.
But now you're trying to embarrass me. I don't think so. It is what it is. Make your son a tough man, because we're trying to make everyone a little too weak in this world today in 2025.
Oh, when that line hit when I first watched this, I knew it was something special I was bearing witness to. So now she's saying the 10-year-old is too weak. I guess she was expecting the 10-year-old to just like fucking judo chop her or like throw her over his shoulder or something and body slam her. And because that didn't happen, now she's saying that the 10-year-old is too weak and that the father's like failed because raising a weak kid because a grown woman stole from him out of nowhere. What a great lesson. Yeah, you're raising a weak kid because he didn't attack a grown woman at a football stadium. Right. This is unreal. It's fucking unhinged.
It is what it is. You don't get everything you life happens. Do you know how many times I took my sons to baseball games when they were young? They would have catched the ball and then men would have came and took it out of their hands.
Well, I don't know, crazy lady. It almost sounds to me like you're raising some weak sons. You're telling me that at the ball game someone came and took the ball out of their hand and they didn't beat their ass? Based on what you just said here about that 10-year-old, almost sounds like to me you've got yourself a little bit of weakness in your own household, huh, now, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'll drop the sarcasm for a moment. I actually feel really bad for the kids. having their mom go on TikTok and just make a complete fucking fool of herself. Like, she tries to claim that everyone's trying to embarrass her, but it is her. It is her embarrassing herself. That's gotta be awful. That is really gotta be bad. And I really do feel awful for them.
Guys, I just want to talk to you guys for 1 minute from my heart. At the game, with all the noise and all the excitement, I honestly thought that Pat Mahomes was giving me the headline. I reached for it without thinking. Later, I found out that it was meant for that little boy for his 10-year-old birthday. When I found out, I felt horrible because I don't want to ruin anyone's little time at the game and ruin their little birthday. To the young boy, I'm sorry that I ruined your moment. You should have had your moment for your birthday.
She takes her foot off the gas in a follow-up video where she releases this apology here. Very different tune she's singing this time around. I guess the first one didn't really go over the way she had hoped it did. Well, her excuses don't really work anymore, though, because she already made it clear in her last one that she didn't feel horrible at all, even calling the kid weak. So this kind of falls flat on its fucking face here. And she also can no longer make the claim about being confused, which would have been like a legitimate thing, because there is the potential that she was confused and thought maybe it was intended for her. But she already made it clear that was not the case in the last video. So yeah, while it's a valiant attempt at trying to seem more sympathetic this time around, like, oh, this is a sincere apology, you should have had your special birthday, and I'm sorry, it was such a mix-up, a very unfortunate set of circumstances. It doesn't work anymore.
Got an update on Joey. I want you guys to watch this.
They signed it. No, we didn't. They signed it. Oh my God. What's in there?
I just wanted to tell you that I meant no harm done, but it all worked out in the best, and you got so much more. You got an autographed jersey.
And this is her latest video on it. So the Chiefs sent Joey a lot of gear that is signed, a lot of autographed gear, and she's talking about how happy she is that he got all of that. Yep. And that's that. Anyway, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. It had me laughing really hard watching her first response video. That's really about it. So yeah. There's a war going on right now. A war you won't read about online, the media won't cover, only I'm brave enough to report on it and bring it straight to your ass. I'm talking about the grisly conflict between Karens and the rest of the world. A blood-filled battle of tits and ass flying all over the place, mean words, menopause, it's got it all. And let's go to the front lines to see what's happening out there right now. I figured we'd start with the most popular clip here. This lady is very upset at a woman and her child because they were at a protest, so she starts scaring the child and threatening to kill the mother. And I have to say, this lady kind of just looks like Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents. I don't see like a chin or anything, and it looks like her ears on her neck.
Steal my daughter. Do not. The street. I'll fucking kill you. Okay.
Unfortunately, we're missing the introduction here. We don't have the beginning of the film, we're only coming in on the climax, which is a shame, but it is what it is. We can see Alex Jones here is trying to wrangle his wife back inside. Even he knows that she's getting out of control, threatening to kill this woman, and she's also filming it herself. I would love to see her point of view, but I don't know enough anti-vax Facebook forums to find where she posted this. But I'm sure it's a great video, no doubt. And that's always, again, like I've said before, the craziest thing to me, how someone that is so in the wrong like her, where she's threatening to murder a woman, can film it and think that she's in the right, and just so delusional that she thinks people are going to pat her on the back for the brave video.
Do you see what you did to a child? Good job. I haven't really. Get a life, get a job. You just traumatized a child for walking.
I have to say, the husband is playing some incredible defense right now. He is boxing her out like he's in the fucking NBA right now. This man is a fucking brick wall, and she is not finding her way around him. So hats off to this dude for the incredible performance in getting his wife inside. It was like a really tedious escort mission, it seemed like, but he was able to pull it off, and the video just ends with the child crying more, which is really sad, especially because the kid says she's scared since her mom was just threatened to be killed by that sorcerer of salt. But that's Karen's in a nutshell, traumatizing kids and making the world a worse place.
Okay. Be quiet, be quiet.
Are you 35?
Look.
Have you paid for this slot?
Did you pay for it?
It is not booked until June fucking 1st.
Okay,
sir.
Karen.
So there is no right for you to be here.
Okay, Karen.
I am not fucking Karen.
This one's actually one of my favorites from this week. I know it's a little bit older than a week, but I only saw it this week, so it fucking counts, alright? She is very passionate about these boat slots. A very petty thing to be upset about, considering, I mean, you have a big fucking boat that you're hanging out on for the night, and you're carrying a dog around like some kind of low-budget Paris Hilton shit. So, I mean, you're clearly in a comfortable position. What is there to be so upset about? Just because 35? Which I don't even understand. What the fuck does 35 have to do with anything here, huh? Is that like one of the jokes from SpongeBob? 25.
Oh, no, okay.
Right for you to be here.
Okay.
Fucking disrespectful. Go to your own slot or...
Okay, who is this person?
Totally unnecessary that you're so fucked up.
Okay.
You can't get in your own slot.
Okay.
Now it's fucking escalating, baby. Now we're getting somewhere. Screaming and shouting, sounding like fucking Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live when he's talking about living in a van down by the river. Now we're getting somewhere.
Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Just be quiet. Just be quiet.
Who are your boat in your own fucking slot? You wanna?
Okay, we got you. What else do you want?
You know what?
We're being really nice to you. They know where.
Being really nice. You screamed at my daughter.
I screamed at her.
That's right, baby. This ain't no one-on-one conflict. Player 2's coming hot. So now we have her mother involved, and that face right there says it all. She is upset. She's striking the classic pose here. This is like the Heisman pose for Karen. She's got the hand on the hip. She's pointing with the other hand. She's got the finger out, the stern face that says, I'm gonna call corporate.
Be quiet. Yeah. So who's screaming? Really?
Get the fuck away from us! You are not respecting our boundaries!
We got 6 feet here.
You're not 6 feet from ours! Oh, get away!
Okay.
Again, I want to reiterate, I don't really understand what this is even about. I don't know why she's upset, nor do I understand what 35 has to do with all of this. This is all just a very complex riddle to me, but if I had to try and piece together the lore here and explain the narrative, I would guess that the issue is Slot 35. Slot 35, as we all know, Slot 35 on this dock carries the Karen curse. And these new arrivals here on their boat didn't pay the proper fee. So now, just like in Indiana Jones, they've triggered the booby trap and it being swarmed by screaming Karens.
On Mother's Day?
Oh, yeah?
A boat.
Oh. Okay. What's the problem?
Get the fuck off of our dog.
Oh, really? Your dog? Why are you like that?
Because on Mother's
We're being so nice to you.
Damn it, I want to know what happened on Mother's Day, but her fucking daughter keeps cutting off her story, so I'm missing out on crucial plot details. I need to know what the fuck happened on Mother's Day on this dock.
This is not your mooring. If you paid to moor your boat here, there would be no issue, sir. Yeah. Just go to your own mooring. What number? This is 35.
Really?
Just go to your own mooring.
So what's the problem with 35?
That you do not book this fucking slot. Get away.
So this is where it really started to confuse me. This has a lot of twists and turns. So it seems the issue is she doesn't think they paid for it, but how would she know? She clearly doesn't work here, or at least doesn't appear to be on duty if nothing else, so how could she possibly know whether or not this slot was paid for by them? And to go off a hunch to be screaming and shouting like this, and by the way, she does have a great scream. This sounds like the scream that was sampled in that old Skrillex song. It just seems like overkill. Like, why are you that passionate about a dock slot to a dock that you neither work at nor own?
So what if I have 35? Don't hit me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Don't touch me. So, what is the problem, though?
You need to leave.
Be quiet.
Both of you.
Be quiet. Just be quiet. She's speaking.
Can you tell me what your name is?
You fucking fool, you thought it was over. You thought it was only those two characters? No. In fact, there was a raid boss the entire time, the final boss of the boat here. The fucking dude comes out here and looking like a time traveler, and he's ready to go all in. We got Captain Richard in the mega mix now.
And which slip do you claim?
No, I wouldn't. Who are you?
My name is Richard M. Top. What is your name?
I don't give a shit about what my name is. I don't have to give my name. I don't have to give my name. Look.
I'm still debating on whether it's Captain Rick or Captain Richard. I couldn't quite hear, but they started screaming Rick when he started to go for like a fucking stage dive going after the guy. Unfortunately, he lost his sunglasses in the scuffle to try and get off the boat there. He was shuffling his feet a little too hard, and his daughter fucking slapped the sunglasses right off of his collar, so he can't be too happy about how this developed. Then she gets physical by pushing him, so I mean, it's truly turning into an all-out brawl here on Dock 35. And the screeching is reaching even new heights that I didn't even think were possible before. Her vocal cords have been trained to withstand all types of fucking banshee wailing here. She is going to a brand new degree. She's like a superhero.
Okay, alright. So now I'm gonna call the police on you. So now I'm gonna have to.
Both of my daughters. Both of my girls.
No, I'm gonna call.
Unfortunately, this is where the video comes to its conclusion. An unsatisfying cliffhanger. He drops a bomb by saying, both of my daughters. So throw out the fan theory about the older woman being the younger girl's mom, because he has just revealed that they are both his daughters with like a 50-year age gap. That is crazy. And it's so upsetting that I can't see the end of the video because the guy, he stopped recording to call the police, I imagine, but which makes sense, but it really is a shame that it's not documented more.
You need to leave. You need to leave. We're not serving you.
Hold on, guys. Okay.
We do not serve you. You're not speaking.
Excuse me, but you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that?
Native American.
This is another pretty confusing one because the Karen here obviously doesn't work at this market here or isn't associated with it, yet she's trying to say who they're allowed to serve. It's not like she's in uniform or anything. I highly doubt this is the dress code for the market, a fucking zebra dress while smuggling beach balls in their ass. That probably wouldn't be encouraged.
Excuse me, this is what this whole world...
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her. Yeah, you cannot serve her. Don't serve her racist ass.
You don't tell... No. Continue serving,
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a B-I-T-C-H.
It's pretty cute how she spells out bitch instead of saying it out loud like it's Voldemort's name, but then she goes and calls the girl a bitch, but I don't know, it's all over the place. She doesn't want to say bitch to this guy, but she'll call the other girl a bitch to her face. It's weird. It's a weird tactic that she's got going here, and it doesn't work out well for her.
I've never even said that word.
I said she is, and you're not a part of it.
That word.
So you get out of here. I know. I said she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
It's always pretty crazy to me how Karens think that they're the law. Like when they say someone's leaving, they've gotta fucking leave. Even though Karens are probably the least intimidating people in the world, people just laugh at you.
Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her. Excuse me?
Hey, God, bitch, you just touched me.
Wow,
Oh my
see?
God.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Oh my God.
In my opinion.
So this is a mistake I haven't seen very many Karens make. She actually went after someone that wasn't defenseless. You see, typically when a Karen's having a public meltdown episode, she's channeling all that energy at a worker or someone that cannot fight back or else they'd lose their job or something like that. Whereas here, she's going after just another customer. Like there's no reason why she can't just get her shit slapped, which is what happened. She pushed the girl, and since she wasn't gonna be fired for slapping her, slapped the shit out of her. She deserved it. The Karen started it. She just simply forgot the main rule when it comes to Karening. You have to go after defenseless people for your meltdowns. Otherwise, you are gonna get your shit slapped. The world is currently experiencing record levels of Karen activity, and scientists are still baffled as to why. I truly don't get why there's been so much Karen shit going on out there right now. Maybe it really is something with Wi-Fi. Maybe 5G is causing these middle-aged women to be more prone to meltdowns and just losing their shit in public. I couldn't tell you, but it is absolutely remarkable. So I'd like to show you what a max level Karen looks like, the final boss of Karens. This is like in Power Rangers when all the Zords come together and fuse to form the Megazord, but with all the Karens coming together, fusing into the Mega Metapause. This lady is pretty notorious, in fact. There's been a lot of sightings of her. She's like Sasquatch, but without the blurry photos and a lot less cool.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? Next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
Look at her. She looks like an angel here, a heavenly glow shining down upon her, the Archangel of Wine. So this is a very popular video I'm sure a lot of you have seen. This was our first exposure to this wonderful woman. And one thing I'd like to point out is sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone that they're an unpleasant person to be around. This lady's dressed like she's in the witness protection program here, trying to conceal her real identity. This outfit just screams, I'm an angry old lady.
What did I do? Right. They're gonna fuck you up. What did I do? Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to yourself. You had these stairs and that stairs. Why don't you go somewhere else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Her voice is an absolute assault on the ears. The screeching is so high-pitched it's like some kind of weapon that'd be used for crowd control. She sounds like if Miss Piggy inhaled a ton of helium and then got like tickled. It's a truly ear-piercing screech. I don't know how anyone could stand to even be around that voice for long enough. She's like an X-Men, but like an evil X-Men, so like one of Magneto's crew. It's truly terrible to listen to. And apparently the issue is the girl was stretching on these stairs, and the old lady wanted to go down the stairs, which she still managed to do, but she didn't like the fact that she was stretching on the stairs. She just went down, so I guess she wants the stairs entirely to herself. I don't know how the fuck she walks downstairs and why someone stretching on them would be such a hindrance unless she's walking down like this, trying to take up as much space as possible. I have no idea how she could possibly have found trouble getting down there just because she was stretching on them.
Oh, Get the fuck out of this world! Get the fuck out of this state! Go back to whatever fucking Asian country you belong in. Okay, racist. Fucking bitch! This is not your place!
In a surprise to absolutely no one, she turns out to be racist, and if you look on her chest, it looks like she's got Tony Stark's arc reactor coming out of her chest, but what it actually is a gold medal. So congratulations to her for receiving the gold medal in racism presented by the Deep South Sister Kissing Committee.
This is not your home! We do not want you here! You put that on Facebook, I hope you do, because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out.
These are the people that use Facebook. Facebook is a fucking curse. I guarantee she thinks the only website on the internet is Facebook. It's just the only place she goes. It's where she gets all of her fucking garbage. It's truly a terrible place. But I don't even understand her delusional logic. Like, I hope you put this on Facebook because people beat the shit out of you. Why? I don't understand. She hasn't even, like, said a word. So her just filming her meltdown is somehow gonna get the filmer beat up. I think Meemaw's been hitting the sauce a little too hard. She's living in a fantasy world. I just can't understand the logic. Hey, look at this video of an old woman melting down. Let's beat up the person that filmed it. Like, even this lady's inbred family would probably be on the side of the girl filming this, like, yeah, Grandma was looking like a real piece of shit on this one.
Don't you ever say, oh, Jesus, to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch!
There's other stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck wears black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
Now, I'm no expert on the California sun, but I'm gonna wager a guess and say it's not too different from just the normal sun. I'm pretty sure, and take this with a grain of salt, wearing black in the sun is probably okay. But this isn't the end of this lady. This was only our first encounter, the first phase of the boss battle. In fact, this outrageous octogenarian walked away in this video to go to her car in a nearby parking lot where she was filmed again being loud, yelling, and racist. So she was really just on a spree this day. She was speedrunning racism.
Great. Did you just make a racist comment?
You know what? I am not a racist person.
You just made a racist comment.
You need to go home.
That's right, baby. The Princess of Piss is back, and this time in HD. She's up close and in your ass. Experience the highly anticipated sequel to the Meltdown on the Stairs. New York Times is giving this one 2 thumbs way up.
I am from here.
Look it. Go home.
I am here from here.
Go home. I don't care about your Facebook or your video.
Oh, okay. You're making a racist comment right now?
You know how many people can't stand you being here?
Great.
You play games. We don't play games.
Oh, what kind of game are you playing?
I play games where you get fucked to death.
That sounds like a very aggressive game. I consider myself an elite gamer, and not even I would play a game like that. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that she said this exact same thing to the girl, minus the getting fucked to death part. She left that part of the game out, but she did say to the girl on the stairs, "We don't play games." So game time for this lady is over, kaput. She has put the kibosh on game time. She doesn't like games anymore. She quit. You know, she said, Bethesda's taken my money one too many times for garbage products. I'm done playing games. Now, I'm fucking to death or something. It's hard to say, but she clearly liked games, but she doesn't like games anymore, so now she keeps bringing up games.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Let me take your card. Let me put your number plate too.
You get away
Great.
from me.
So this lady...
You are going to go to real jail now.
I cut out the part where he's showing her license plate, but she was saying she's gonna call the police on him now. I can't imagine what for, but this lady just hates Asian people. So I can't even imagine what this fucking police phone call she's planning is going to even consist of. Yes ma'am, what seems to be the emergency? Yeah, this guy's Asian? What do you mean, go fuck myself?
Well, great, you are. I think you're going.
You understand me, China man?
Respect. Respect people. Lady.
I can't understand your language in
Respect,
China, man.
lady.
Respect? Then you move your car. You're
There you
way
go.
too close. Get away from me.
There you go. You don't even know how to park the car.
Yeah, I forgot, can't cut out the license plate here, but I definitely need to show you what this is about. So she's super mad because his car is close to hers because she can't fucking park her car. It's a fucking terrible parking job. I don't know if she's drunk driving or just too old to be behind the wheel of a vehicle, but this shit is deplorable. And he's not even that close to her car at all. She just really wanted an excuse to be racist again. She hadn't had her fill from like an hour before this. It's crazy. It's hard to even imagine an old lady as unlikable as she is. Just a giant asshole.
You don't even know. There you go.
Do you know who my family is? Do you know who your family is? Go home to your family.
Here she goes again, mentioning her family. She's speaking like an affluent teen in high school who's bragging about daddy's riches. She's treating it like it's some Game of Thrones shit where her family's gonna come out of nowhere riding on horseback to save her from nothing. I mean, she's not like in anything. She just creates her own problems and embarrasses herself. She's just a big piece of shit.
This is from your government.
Respect,
Go home.
lady.
Go home.
Get
This is
educated
from my
and
government.
respect.
This is from my government.
Get
Go home.
educated
You are
and
so
respect.
fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Your
Get
kids are gonna get fucked.
respect.
Yeah, I think Grandma's been reading too much 50 Shades of Grey. She just talks about everyone getting fucked, apparently. It's contaminated her.
This is my
Get
country.
in respect, lady.
This is my
Did you
country,
finish
and
college?
This is from my government.
Did you finish
Go
college?
Home.
Did you finish
Put
college?
that on your Facebook.
Did you?
You know what?
Did you?
You are nothing. What did you say?
You're nothing.
I said,
Exactly.
what?
You're nothing right there.
What?
Lady, get educated and respect.
Little boyfriend.
That's where the video ends, unfortunately. It seems like it continued, but he probably just got bored of listening to her, like, regress into baby form. Like, her intelligence was literally getting shit out of her body. Like, every pore was just losing intelligence. She just started forgetting how to speak. It just got rough. So I understand why he probably stopped recording, and unfortunately this is where the saga of this old woman comes to a close, but what an exciting one it was. A very impressive Karen meltdown and racist rant. It's fucking wild stuff. But we're not done yet. In fact, I got a little surprise for you. A bonus Karen coming in hot.
Property? Hi, I'm asking you if this is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because it's private property.
Because it's private property, sir.
This is some shit straight out of a horror movie. This is a haunted Karen. If Karens were Pokemon, this would be a ghost type. This shit is truly terrifying. Just like the pan up to her weird, smiling, odd fucking... It was unnerving is the right word for this situation here.
You're defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your opinions, but not on people's property.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just respectfully.
Sure.
So we're just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
Every time the camera panned to that Redditor dude off to the side there and then back to the lady, I expected her to be a little bit closer to the camera, like right out of those mannequin scares where the mannequin moves when the character stops looking at it. That's what I was expecting, but unfortunately she's keeping her distance here and still just kind of frightening people from a little ways away.
If I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine. And you don't know if I live here or if this is my property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You said so.
Because we know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay.
So
then I suggest you call him or call the police. Or because you're accusing me of a crime, correct?
He's beginning to anger the Karen spirit here. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring after this point because it's just idle conversation here. It's not too great, and then they eventually walk away. I just thought this one was especially odd just considering the way it was filmed. It really does feel like it's one of those, Blair Witch type deals here, the way that it's executed. So just thought that'd be a nice little fun bonus Karen round to have in here. My hair makes me look like a crazy person right now. And allow me to explain, because I have been engaging in only the purest, most concentrated form of lunacy. Twitter. I have been connecting dots that weren't meant to be connected. I've stumbled upon a web woven in lies, manipulation, and demonology. This is the kind of rabbit hole that will have you condemned to Arkham Asylum, and I'm gonna share it with you now. And it all has to do with that big plane freakout video from about 2 days ago now. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. There was a lady on a plane who got a little rambunctious, so she stormed off saying that the person she was sitting next to wasn't real and it scared her. Ordinarily, like 5 or 6 years ago, this would have been viewed as just like a goofy haha moment from silly lady. But now, in the current climate of our world, people accept even the most outrageous shit as legitimate. So they're using this as evidence that the government is putting fake people on our flights or that reptilians exist. And apparently now you're asinine if you write off a situation like this as just a drunk lady being rambunctious. I've also been keeping up with this. I'm sure all of you have seen this video already. I'll just in case you haven't here. This was the other day.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to. Bye.
So that blew up yesterday, and I have been glued to it ever since. So we live in a really awesome time period of our species where everything is deep. So this isn't just an isolated incident of a crazy lady having an unhinged episode. So I read like a 20k updated post on Twitter about how she's trying to let us know that there's a demonic presence on the plane by doing a 2 up, 2 down hand signal, which I'd never fucking heard of before. I had to look into this absolute lunacy. So I saw people debating on how she's trying to tip the public off that there was some kind of reptilian Satanist or something back there, which is what she's referring to as that motherfucker's not real. And they were being completely, like, genuine. They were being 100% genuine. I have been glued to it. People find symbolism in everything. Actually everything, and it's amazing. This has taken hold in a big way. Everything somehow ties into some kind of big Illuminati, deep state plan, reptilian, hollow earth theory. And I have just been absolutely enamored with it all day. I must have spent like close to an hour just doom scrolling all the people hyper-analyzing this frame of her freakout. It's a jutsu. Yeah, the psychosis jutsu. Or maybe she's trapped in a genjutsu, which is why she thought that guy wasn't real. So then where was it? Oh, it's a different video, I think. Is it going to be here? Well, apparently Carrot Top was on the plane. Don't really care about that, though. Where's the, There's a video posted showing green hoodie guy. Apparently who she was referring to was a guy in a green hoodie. And there's a video that's showing him, and it's like, this is the proof. This guy is actually not real. And then they're coming up with theories on what it is. Because he's just sitting there. Like, doing nothing. He was literally just sitting still, and that's it. And then someone, take with a grain of salt, because it's TikTok, so the guy himself is probably less than human, just a fucking clout zombie, but a guy was claiming that he sat next to her, and that the guy in the green hoodie was ignoring her, and, like, it was really awkward and weird, and that he was starting to believe that the guy wasn't real too, or something. It's such a rabbit hole of nonsense I can't help but enjoy. Unsurprisingly, there's been a flood of people claiming not only to be on the plane, but also to be the green hoodie guy. There was a very popular TikTok video that's come out now from a guy claiming to be the green hoodie guy, and it's all baloney. As far as I've been able to find, the woman in the video hasn't come forward with any additional information, nor anyone actually associated with her or around her on the flight or anything like that. All these videos popping up of people pretending that they were a passenger on the plane and giving their insight into the situation, or the people claiming to be the subject that she's speaking on, are all just lying for the sake of some internet updoots. Those are the fake people. Those are like actually fake people. They're not real motherfuckers at all. They are just clout-obsessed, attention-fucking desperate people that are just trying to capitalize off the viral sensation of this story. I'd love to hear more from her, though. I'm surprised that she hasn't given, like, an interview or something to explain her position. Because she had the whole crowd, the whole plane as a captivated audience here. The entire crowd turned around to look. Like, this is straight out of a movie.
It's not real. And you can...
Everyone fucking turns around to see who she's pointing at. This man's standing up here like, what, me? I'm catching a stray back here? It's just like a perfect disaster. Oh, everyone, yeah, I don't blame them. I'd turn around too. Everyone did. For good reason. You telling me someone's not real on this plane? I want to check it out. I'm expecting to turn around and see a fucking android or something. Some kind of mannequin. Or like that guy from Men in Black, the cockroach guy. Need sugar water. People in the comments were saying she was drunk and meant the flight attendant wasn't a real flight attendant, accusing him of stealing her AirPods. I saw that, but I mean, there's no evidence to back that up, and that doesn't make me laugh nearly as hard as all the people talking about how she's going on about, like, some kind of demon on the plane. I saw something really fucking cool from this morning on Twitter. There was this big document that was being shared around Twitter as proof that this lady was onto something. Like, she was galaxy brains seeing through the nefarious evil plot from the government, and they were sharing this top secret classified document that was going over an experiment they were conducting, where they were placing fake people on board these planes to fool the general populace just to see if they could, like, slip one in on us. So it was this document that was typed up, and it was, subject, imaginary man, location, flight, whatever, plane to Orlando, and then it went into detail on what was going to go on. And they're like, look, see, this is hard evidence right here that she was onto it. She was privy to the scam. It was the government, the puppet master the whole time. And then an hour later, the guy who initially posted that it began circulating from came forward and said that he felt really bad because he made it himself because he thought it was fun as a creative writing piece for, like, SCP, basically. He wrote just SCP fanfic around this, and a lot of people went wild assuming that it was real because they don't do any level of research on their own or have any level of rational thought. It's just this desperate desire to feel special and smarter than everyone else. So they'll just accept the most impossible reality imaginable and just live in fantasy world and run with that narrative. And we were actually blessed with a double whammy here. There was another incident that continued to fan the flames of fake people on airlines because there was another freakout that happened within the same 24-hour period where a man got really upset at whoever he was sitting next to, so much so that he tried to, like, charge off the plane and, like, get out of there as soon as possible. Now, this one, from everything I've read, the guy was actually on drugs. Like, he came from, I think it was a music festival or something. And when you watch the video, it's pretty clear that he is not in his right mind. He's fucking tweaking hard. And yet people still, legitimately still, are claiming, like, look, it's happening all over the world. You can't explain this. Why are so many people getting so upset at random passengers on their flights? It must be fake motherfuckers or reptilians. Clearly, these are the only two options.
Mate, just get out. Hey, mate, just everyone is, come on, please. Go! Marco and Tony, we're out in short time.
Look at everyone filming, man. What's wrong? Yo!
The passengers were actually very quick to stop this. He was charging the door to try and open it during takeoff, and they dogpiled on this man like they were trying to recover a fumble in the Super Bowl. So, fast action from the other passengers on board the flight. But yeah, people are once again claiming that this is further evidence that something real evil is happening aboard these flights with passengers that aren't actually humans. And like I've said, it's been extremely entertaining watching all of these outrageous theories unfold so far, so I'm excited to continue reading more evidence from them about all of this. That's really about it. So yeah.